day in the life of an actor? Because I feel like that's another misconception. So please, what is it like?
For me, it's pry myself out of bed, brush my teeth, take a shower, eat a couple, maybe some eggs. Everybody was like, I want some eggs.
Right.
Scrambled. And usually if I have an audition that day, I have been up all night, like, trying to get these lines down, going over it. Me and my boyfriend are going over it back and forth. So I get up, and when I'm brushing my teeth, the lines are right there. So I'm looking at the lines, saying the lines. I have my Line Learner app on my phone. If you don't have that app, I suggest you get pay that $3.99. And I have the lines going, and I'm constantly going through it. I get dressed, pick out my outfit because I gotta look a certain way. I'm like, let me see, is this the character? Is this how would she wear this? Yes.
Right.
Call my Uber if I'm not driving. Get in the Uber. Headphones in, learning those lines. Yeah. Show up to that audition room. Put my name on that paper.
You better wait, girl.
I sit, and usually in LA, what I find is very odd is that you can usually hear the people before you.
Oh, I hate it.
The walls are extremely thin, and I'm listening.
Crazy.
I'm like, why did she put that inflection on that line like that? That's not how that go. Okay, girl. Okay. And usually my mind is like, girl, get back into it. Don't listen to her. But I can't help but hear her. So it's like, when I go in, I'm like, okay, you get in front of the camera. Hi, Amber. Hi, how are you? I do my little sides. Thank you. Whew. Throw the sides in the trash, call my Uber, and go home, and probably eat something that I deserve to eat.
Yes. Oh my God. Wait, okay, let me just, I don't want to mess with the flow, but I was telling my boyfriend the same thing because, like, I'm due for a cheat meal this week, and I was like, I want to eat a good meal when I come home today after this round table, and he's like, we just go tomorrow. I was like, you don't understand. I need something.
Right.
You don't get rewarded.
It's a reward thing. I don't remember doing theater after you do a play. You're like starving. You're ravenous. It's the same thing.
Yes. But I also throw my sides away. I started doing that. Or I rip them. I forgot which actor said to rip it and like be done with it.
Let me tell you, Michael B. Jordan.
Is that who said it?
He did an interview on YouTube, and he was like, I throw away all my sides afterwards. And if they want to call me back, I'll just reprint them. I'm like, yes, even though I don't have that ink and that paper, I'm going to do it. Exactly. I'm going to just put them in the trash. And usually I've noticed, like, sometimes I'll keep them, like 50% of the time I'll keep them, and 50% of the time when I throw them away, I have to reprint. And I'm like, girl, throw them sides in the trash. That's good love, you know? So,
in the recycling bin.
Oh, you better save the plan. Okay, she said, I just threw it away.
Maybe if I recycle, I'll get some jobs.
Right.
That'd be good to the universe.
Okay. Either way, good to the universe.
Let's see. All right, let's pick a day. I'll pick a day that I'm actually auditioning because that's what matters here. But no, so for me, I get up early. I work at a gym, so I'll go do my little survival job. Then after I'll get off my shift, I'll do my workout because I need that in my life. I don't have it. I'm feeling like
she gets it in.
I needs it. Okay. And then after that, same thing like Amber said. If I had an audition that night, I was up, studying that. So where's the sleep? I don't know where that happened. But it's okay. You gonna sleep sometime later tomorrow.
Yes.
So I'll go ahead, and I've been working on that all night. After I finish with my workout, go ahead and go to the audition. I actually just had this last week. Went to an audition. After I was over with, I looked at it. I said, I really want this. And I hate when I really want to audition because that's all I think about. And it's like all my energy's in it. And it's like, I picked it up. It felt so good. I was like, and I haven't thought about it, even though the cold ice passed or whatever. But I really thought about it, and it felt good. So that's usually my day. Like, as long as I get my workout in and I actually, prepare for my audition, I'll go ahead, and then after that, I'm gonna get something good to eat too because I deserve.
I deserve.
Yeah.
Okay. As of lately, because I used to have like 3 Survivor jobs at once, and I drove myself crazy and couldn't do it. But luckily, I don't have to do all of those now. But I usually do a couple voiceovers in the morning because I have a voiceover agent as well, and I'm my own agent, so I'll be on casting websites. Submitting myself. Like reminding friends that I'm around and available.
Yes. Make me feel bad.
No. It's like my morning routine. I would like to say I go to the gym. That sounds
like to say that too,
happens. You know, there's a mountain outside the house.
all
We're gonna add it in. That's
yes,
what I'm
exactly.
saying.
Y'all inspire me. I'm gonna add that to the list.
Inspiring this.
There we go. Right. Same with auditions though. I'll prep. I mean, you prep a lot, and I respect that. I'm inspired by that. I should probably prep a little bit more. Go to my audition, sit in traffic, be done with it, and usually have ice cream.
Listen, I'm loving this reward system that I
You
feel
have
like
to.
you really do, but I thought it was such a personal thing. I'm like, every actor does this.
Yeah, with something.
Yes.
That you enjoy.
But that is just telling of what it shows you're putting out, how much work and effort it takes to just go in the room and bring your best self and brings another character with you.
And it all depends on how you feel after. If you feel really great, I need that reward. If I did a shitty job, I need that reward. I need to make myself feel good after putting all that work and energy into something I may not hear back from.
Right.
A rejection of being told.
Yeah,
exactly. You can't think about it. You gotta just let it
gotta
release it. Just
and
like
ice cream, I could just eat it away.
Exactly. Yes. Same experience with you. Right now, I've been doing commercial auditions. I'm still looking for a legit rep, so call me. But really, I've been blessed to have the craziest commercial agents who send me out so many times a week that I've just never been out this much. And I'm like, it's giving me practice. I feel like God is like, all right, we're going to just put you in as many a week as possible. Yes. So you just know what it's like to constantly go in that room, eat on an improv basis. Commercials are all improv, so that when you have the scripts, you're going to be ready.
That's right.
But it's the same pressure, the same kind of thing, energy, and every time I want a reward after. So anyway.
And people don't realize too, we drive all over the city, I'm not complaining auditions are blessings, of course, but I mean, you have something in Santa Monica, and it's usually at 4 p.m.
Long Beach.
So you're going to be sitting, exactly.
Okay, or from Santa Monica all the way to North Hollywood.
Exactly.
Right. At 2 o'clock.
Exactly. It's a 4-hour situation.
It is a 4-hour situation.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
You gotta have everything in your car. I always have my meals in my car.
That's
something.
smart.
Something. Right. Exactly.
You never know.
Listen, that's the benefit of having a car as an artist. I just got a car, so
there you go. You're about to get it.
I'm about to be living my best life.
Oh yeah, the Uber. That's the backpack life. That's what I have.
But you can't eat in the car. You just it's a whole
I get it.
What are some of the kind of jobs that you have had to do as an actor? You know what I mean when I say that. Survival job. A survival job, for those who don't know it, is a job that supplies your rent, bills, your food, pretty much everything you need to survive while in pursuit of your dreams. Yeah.
Yes, I've had a lot. I've been assistant to 2 wonderful artists. I've done retail, restaurant, babysitting, accounting assistant, dog walker, and that's
If I had a hat, I'd take it off.
Wow. And I'm thinking, I was a waitress, a babysitter, I did valet parking, I've done dog sitting as well, I work at a gym now. What else did I do? A lot. Oh, I used to work at the museum, in a haunted house. That was fun.
Oh, that's cool.
acting
Really?
based. Yeah, that was fun.
Cool.
See, I like that. I like to try to find jobs that are. That's what I try to do. I really, really try to find survival jobs that are close to acting.
Yeah.
That makes me feel a little better. But a lot of customer service, pretty much. Yeah.
The worst one I have ever had. I've only had 2. I've been lucky. The worst one I had, I was at the Y. In New York City. These kids are so grown. They're 7, but they're 27, okay?
Yes.
And it was just they weren't paying me enough. I was I got 2 degrees. I have a degree from an Ivy League university, and I'm only getting $12 an hour. That was a hard pill to swallow, and I was working, I think I was working 7 hours. It was just 7 hours a day, and I'm like, this is how much my check is? This is pitiful.
Yeah.
I quit.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to go home for Christmas, and they wanted me to work up until Christmas Eve. I said, oh no, baby, I'm not from here. And so then I started doing teaching artist jobs. Simone introduced me to that. And I just started going to schools, after schools, teaching theater, teaching video classes, recording kids doing YouTube videos.
Kids love you.
And it was a little bit more fulfilling than going to the Y, so. And it wasn't bad money either.
The money is pretty good for the hours that you worked in comparison to the hours. Definitely. I found some similarities. Definitely done the babysitting thing for sure. For sure. Definitely. I was an audio visual technician, just
nice.
at Columbia Law School, which was like the funniest.
Your first year out.
That was my first year out. I thought I was so cool working
Yes,
up there, like
yes.
going and fixing projectors. It was the silliest thing ever.
Fix your projector.
Right. It was just because like the professors were old and they couldn't turn it on themselves. Like they didn't even know where
Oh
the
my
remotes and stuff
goodness.
were.
Right,
So it
right.
wasn't that deep. I wasn't actually like a technician. I just be like on. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously. Also, but I had a cool job once. A friend of mine, Jasmine, she's like a Renaissance woman. She has like a million jobs, and they're all doing different stuff. And one of them was to be an actor for doctors in the like doctors. What is it? When they're getting, they're trying to learn how to be doctors, and you're like being a patient.
Standardized patient, yes.
I'm
Listen,
trying to find those jobs. I can't find them.
they're strenuous, but they're like kind of cool.
Nice.
And yeah, so it'll be like a whole day, and you're just in this room. But say you have postpartum, you were playing the role of postpartum schizophrenia, but the thing is, they're more nervous than you. You're not nervous. You're just you're improv.
Yeah.
They're usually taking a test or something.
Yeah, they're
right?
taking a test, and you're actually in this practice. I was the one grading them, so like they had, which is I'm like, y'all giving me too much power, but it was a checklist, and I'm like, and then like certain things would be like, wash your hands. These fools, this is a side note, but they would not like. It's supposed to thoroughly wash it with soap. They'd be like no soap, just rinse. I'm like, ugh. Like now that I know what doctors are supposed to do. No, but anyway, that was probably the most closest job to acting that was.
I like that.
Yeah, it was cool. So yeah.
Better practice for Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
Right.
So speaking of Shonda, people that inspire
Yes.
you, who are some artists that inspire you? Both people you don't know, you look up to, maybe when you from childhood or whenever, and a peer.
Felicia Rashad for one. That woman is just everything. She does something to my spirit. Like she's just so good and such a humble person. I was like, if there's anybody I want to be like when I grow up, it's her. People whose careers I admire, people like Cate Blanchett, because she's just great. You know, she's a great actress. Yeah, I think that's all I can think about right now. Oh, Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, I mean,
Ava DuVernay.
Yes.
Who else? Issa Rae, Lena Waithe, Donald Glover. These are the type of people that inspire me, and they make me so excited to be in my 30s. Like, I'm like, these people are in their 30s and they're thriving. And I'm like, I cannot wait until and I'm like, I can wait 2 more years if this is what my 30s are going to look like.
Right.
I've watched these people, like, grow into these artists, and they've written their own work, so I'm, like, sitting at a computer like, yes, Donald Glover, I'm next.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yes, it's just like, let me get to writing because they didn't stop. Why should I get discouraged? I'm like, I want to be the first me, but in that lane.
Yeah.
Creating my own work. Being an African American, creating like groundbreaking work like that. Like The Shy and like, you know, stuff like that. Atlanta. Like, so, yeah.
Yeah,
That's great.
absolutely. She stole my list. No, I'm just kidding.
That's
very telling. Obviously, we're in like an amazing time. It's just great to be Black, as it always has been. But it's just, you know, obviously very much so at this time. And I'm super encouraged by all those people you listed. But Issa Rae is somebody that I really, really look up to.
You
and
love her.
I love her.
She
like,
love her.
Damn it, like that's my best friend in my heart. You know, like,
I'm the president of Team Issa Production.
I mean,
Team
hey,
Issa, like from Insecure.
that's fine. That's fine. Like, I've been holding her down since, you know, Mr. Adventure.
I'm a black girl.
I'm a black girl, you know, like, but no, it's just amazing because I feel like that is like who I am. Like we are like the same and in a very interesting way, but it's just to actually see that written out and her going about it and, you know, writing her story is very much inspirational. And Viola Davis is another person that I look up to. Her artistry, her story just outside of being an actor, like and things that she's been through, just knowing her journey is what's inspirational to me. So those are just two ladies that I really, really follow, love. I mean, we're related, like they're family. It's fine. It's cool. It's fine. We'll work soon. But, you know, love you guys. Right, hello.
Right. Yeah. I mean, for me, everyone that y'all have listed, and then like maybe it's cliche, but I love Meryl Streep. I think she's amazing.
I do too.
And then people who inspire me that I know, honestly, are artists that haven't popped. You know, like working in Atlanta, there's some amazing, brilliant artists who would have been Felicia if it wasn't for, I don't know, one break or you know what I'm saying. And they're still working and they're still grinding and then mentoring the next generation. So they inspire me, you know?
Yeah, no, seriously, that's actually a huge thing as artists. Like, we know talent on all levels. And it's like, that talent, the world needs to see that talent, you know?
Y'all don't know her, but y'all will.
Yes, y'all gonna be mad at me because y'all said everybody I would say, like, that's why I'm not gonna say that person, but the person that inspires me is Beyonce.
Oh,
listen,
yes!
She's not an actor, but in my friends in grad school used to be like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. You're like the only person I know who looks up to like a singer for like acting motivation. I'm like, it's Beyonce. That work ethic is beyond inspiring. It's like, don't even get me started. Watching her concerts have gotten me through some of the most toughest times in grad school, in school studying acting, and just because of what she's able to do, like just able to bring out of herself, you know.
She's my screensaver on my computer simply because when I go to write, I want to see her before I write. Yeah. Because I think about, it's her work ethic. She has the same amount of hours as we do. You know, people say you got the same amount of hours as Beyonce. Right. But it's true. Yeah. That woman was pregnant with twins, leaning back in a chair on national TV. Like, her work ethic, she doesn't let anything stop her. Yeah. And she is her own boss. Yeah. If that doesn't inspire you, I don't know what will.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So I'm like, yes.
I agree.
Yeah. But with all that said, we know the industry is changing, right? And I bring this up because lately I've heard this more than once. I've heard different white women say, yeah, you know, I'm just not getting many roles anymore because, like, you guys are pretty much, for lack of better words, taking the roles. You guys are getting more roles than us now. And as we just mentioned, there are so many bomb talented new artists that we have to look up to and aspire to be like. We already are like, but on that same work tip. How do you navigate that space between, yes, there are so many more talented Black artists out there, but then knowing the truth of, it's still hard. You're still working. We're still trying. You still have more than me. You know?
I think it's kind of like what Amber was saying. Like, you know, the people that we do aspire to be like, they are trailblazers in their own lane. They've written, you know, their own work. They put out their own content. So for me, I would say like creating content with people like you guys or in our circle that are like pushing, keep on doing that, and then also just knowing that like, if it's about the art, it's about the art. You're putting out the art for whatever that's for, whoever it will inspire, whoever the message is supposed to be for. And, you know, it's cliche as well, your time will come. And maybe it's not today, it's not right now. For me, that's what I do. I keep my art, I keep on like creating these things because it makes me feel like I'm working towards something at least.
Yeah.
Right. For me, I can't put it as eloquently as you, but when I hear white actresses say that, it pisses me off because, there's just not any roles for me right now. What do you mean there aren't any roles for you right now? There are nothing but roles for you right now. We are still, just because we have Issa Rae, Donald Glover, and Lena Waithe does not mean we're taking all of your roles. You are still the norm, honey. Yeah. You still have all of these roles. Like, literally, network TV is all you.
Yeah.
We are trying to get in. You know, people like Lena Waithe are trying to get in that. You know, not trying, they're there, but you get what I'm saying? You know what it took for them to get there?
That's why it's a big deal.
It's not, we aren't taking any roles from you. Those roles are still there. You're just not booking them. And no offense. Yeah. That has nothing to do with us. Yeah. Because we're finally like getting getting to a place to where our talents are recognized. We're not taking nothing from you. You are still the norm. You are still considered the first round draft pick. Yeah. And we are still, you know, it's not like to say we are less than, but in eyes of people that are in control, if you look at these networks and you look at these people who are in control, they're white. And it just makes me mad when I hear white actors, there aren't any roles for me. No, honey, there are nothing but roles for you. Yeah. And that's the hardcore truth of it.
Yeah.
It's true. And this is only, I feel like too, kind of what we're saying, like this is only the beginning of like our new renaissance in that sense, a way like we're doing our thing, but it's still obviously way more to go. It's still more to come. It's still a lot more opportunities that need to be given and things that need to be shifted up within the entertainment industry. So
I think there's a lot of things happening because I have a lot of Caucasian actress friends, and to their credit. The conversations have been interesting, and we're both bold because, like, I feel like you can't be my friend if we can't talk about what we
right. That's the way I feel
too.
Let's talk about it.
Because I do want to know your opinion. I want to know how you feel. I have friends who are child actors who now can't find work, you know. But then they've taken upon themselves to create their own work. So I think that they're like operating that shift, they're trying to figure out that shift, and then we too have to start owning our space, you
Right.
know, in this new area that we weren't before.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged type of thing going on, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, there's space for all of us.
Yeah, definitely space for all of us. I agree with like every corner in which you guys touched. It's just something I'm like, I've been wanting to talk to other black actresses about this because
But you
It's
know,
real.
you know.
most of the white actresses who say that, somebody has fed their narrative to them.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And
Yeah.
it's usually their agents or their reps to make them feel better about
Yep.
them not booking.
No,
and it's not.
absolutely.
It has nothing. I mean, I'm sorry that you believe that narrative, but you should know deep down inside that's not the truth. We're not taking anything from you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Because it was never a white role to begin with.
Right.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
a role that happened to be filled by white actresses.
Yeah.
Right.
And now it's like, well, why couldn't they be black? Why couldn't they be Asian?
oh, we
Why
just
couldn't they be an amputee?
We
Right.
just, you know,
Right.
It's true.
if they want us, they specify.
If
If you think about it, you know, like
yeah. Girl, y'all said it. Y'all said it.